Well, let me
Welcome
guess,
back
but there's no sound.
to
Well, since you're
Just
this
Ever
high,
Playing Dark
one's
Souls.
up above in the
And
unknown kingdom
we're
both,
talking to
and
this
some
crazy
problems
man
to
right
get
here.
on. So, off you go.
I will run up to characters and talk to them when I feel the need. Now it's time to clear this joint out. Oh, that's 3 humanity. Sweet. Nothing over here. I think there's some bombs up here. Yeah. Firebomb down. So now I think we have like 16 firebombs and like 10 are black, so that's sweet. Yeah, it's gotta... I don't quite remember where everything is. Right, gesture. Come here, partner. Gonna have your fight. And there's this crazy guy.
Hello there. I realize that, but I
I think
also
it's
want...
kind of an
No.
interesting game design to have a player
Oh
persist
my.
through
Oh,
talking
I have to await
to
my...
get
So
something out
what
of the
if I
character.
would that please?
You have to talk to this guy 3 times
Very well.
to get the coin and then join the Way of White. It's pretty wild though, right?
Only...
Just seeing what he had. Right now, goodbye. Seek Guidance. Honestly, I think Seek Guidance is possibly one of the funniest. Yeah, there was a talisman there.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teacher...
There was a talisman there, and the funniest thing about the talisman is, one, you don't... this is the thing with Dark Souls. Like, the first time through, you kind of feel obligated to buy things, and then second time through, you're like, well, I know where this is. I can get it for free. So, yeah, here's a lost soul, which, you know, you're running around picking things up. Can't remember how much that's worth. 500? Whatever. I like to collect the soul things, so when I, you know, get desperate, I'll just pop them. We come into this weird area. Now, this is something I really didn't think about before. So here's the Morning Star and the Talisman, right? The one we don't have to pay for. And then there's a cracked red eye orb, and I'm trying to remember what covenant does that. The cracked red eye orbs, because that means whatever, I don't know, secret paladin dude or religious guy was back here, he didn't want you to heal because those are Lord's talismans, and he also, I like this outfit, it's pretty pimp. Let me do the suicide run. No. So it's kind of funny later. I'm doing this after the fact. I'm going to start doing live ones because doing this post is, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like I need to do some of the videos post because I need to concentrate, and look at that guy, he's got the same exact outfit. That's funny. Good luck. Awesome. Can't even rate it because I don't have an orange charred marker yet. And I'm kind of just figuring out what to do because, like, right now you can literally go all over the place and do suicide runs and get stuff. But I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want a suicide run without getting rid of these souls, so we're short one more. Oh, so here's the thing. I am gonna make this a mage hunting class, and it dawned on me, what's better for the mage hunter? Like, so I got the idea of playing a tabletop game where they had a Mage Hunter class, and the way it worked was he was kind of a Dex Mage. So he's like a Mage Assassin or a Mage Hunter. I mean, his title was Mage Hunter, so that's where I got the idea from. But in Dark Souls, you could be like, there's an advantage to doing miracles too, right? So that would kind of make him like a religious zealot that's killing mages. And that was kind of what I made the character. He was kind of a guy who... Oh no, that was the second character. Sorry. I had a religious zealot that hated mages, but he wasn't an assassin type character. So maybe I'll do magic with this, but the thing that kills me about this is there's a miracle called Great Magic Barrier, which in PvP I don't think people use very much, although I'm not a big PvPer in Dark Souls. Remember, I haven't completed the game yet. I literally got caught up. On the first run through was I got past Ornstein and Snow, and then I'm trying to think exactly where I got to. Oh snap, it's the base cannon. I almost want to hack the game and rename that the base cannon. And yeah, I even pick up the binoculars. Some people's like don't use them, but when you, I think the binoculars are a little underrated sometimes. Like after you play the game, memorize where everything is. Yeah, sure, it's no big deal. But first time through, you can like look around and see where like guys are. Regardless of that, I think it's good for first time players to use binoculars. So back to the miracles, right? So there's a miracle that like is called. We were just talking about this. God damn. It's called Great Magic Barrier. That's it. Oh, there's Magic Barrier and Great Magic Barrier. And I think with like 2 points in Faith, I can get Magic Barrier, and that does like 45 to 65 magic reduction, which is pretty amazing. So like if a guy hits me for 1,000 points, I would take like, you know, relatively half, so I'd only take 500, which is pretty good. Great Magic Barrier does like between 85 and 95%, so I'm on the fence about this, and if you're watching this and I'm not gotten to the point where I've decided, yeah, chime in, tell me what you think. Should I go Holy Assassin, which is kind of an oxymoron, or should I go Mage Assassin? You know, it just dawned on me that I've made a lot of Mage Assassins. Like, there's a game back in the day called Shadowvane. It was like right around when WoW was getting popular. It came out. Maybe it was a little bit after. Anyway, I had a Mage Assassin build in that too. It was pretty cool. Maybe a little too much magic-y for me. I kind of like the idea of using the weapon. There are a lot of things I haven't decided with the build, so if you have any ideas that you want me to kind of do, I'll look it up. For right now, I'm just kind of mindlessly running through. One of the things I'd like to do is get a dagger, and then for every banded dagger I have, I'm going to make a different enchant on it, which, you know, it's going to be a little grinding, but whatever. Not a big deal. You probably don't have to watch that. I might show you one video where I do the grinding yet, just so you know. There's plenty of videos online I'll show you. I might grind the material directly, or actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I can do that, because some of those require Twinkling Titanite. Yeah, it's gonna suck. We'll get to that bridge. Right. The other thing is I'm trying to collect the daggers too, so sadly I'm gonna have to kill Priscilla. And I normally don't kill her because there's like no reason to. But you know, whatever. Whatever. It don't matter. So yeah, here we are in the Nasty, nasty aqueduct. I love the detail inside this, the bricks that stick out and everything. It just makes me sad to see, like I've watched a couple of videos on Dark Souls, not spoiler videos, but just a couple where the people are like, I guess, complaining about it. You know, and the thing that kills me about that is the lighting is so bad. I have no idea why it's that bad in that game. Especially when they show that E3 video. And I know everyone has harped on this, and Dark Souls 2 is actually getting a remaster for like an HD version. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I didn't buy Dark Souls 2, so I quite literally don't know too much about it. But what they're saying, a lot of people's complaints were like some of it didn't make sense and the story wasn't very good. Like, there's a lot of lore in this game that if you go searching for it and read all the little text things and talk to all the guys, it's pretty wild how they put it together. I would say genre changing almost. Be wary of the dragon. Oh, okay, so let's talk about the dragon for a second. And this is just a general thing about dragons in games anyway. Every game I've ever played, the dragon is so easy to kill, and I am woefully disappointed by this. Let's clear this part of lower upper Deadbird. I don't know where I am. The dragon is so painfully easy to kill or hurt, or it's just ridiculous to me. And it makes me sad. I don't understand why people make dragons like in mythical like stories and stuff. This set of stairs right here is really weird. I think they might have run out of time. Oh, did you see that? In the oh well. It was in the fireplace. I thought I saw something move. I'm actually gonna go back and watch the video after this to see if I see it again. Yeah, dragons are, I don't know, they're just never done very well. So, back to the dagger discussion. With the daggers, like, once you upgrade them to some level of magic, oh, super interesting. If you look up in this room, there are like stairs and stuff up there. Never seen that before. Anyway. So, yeah, the daggers, they don't have scaling. Once you imbue them with magic, which is, I mean, for PvP, like, the optimal thing to do is just have the bare minimum to use the dagger and then imbue it with some form of crazy, and then go nuts. Because you're not getting any scaling benefits out of it. That's not true for all the daggers, I'm just saying, it's a little weird, you know? Like, you'd still think that you'd get some kind of benefit from your dexterity in using the dagger. But, I guess it's a game balance thing. It's one I'm gonna have to think about. That's not... when games do things like that, it's usually a game balance issue, and it's kind of a thought pattern that went through my head that's like, where's the debilitating factor, I guess, to not giving scaling for most weapons? For magic. I guess they're assuming that the magic, well, one, splits damage, right? And then two, since half the damage is, like, not from you using the dagger correctly, you might as well not get scaling out of it? Whatever. I'm sure there's some doing terrible. It's a little bit of practice of, there we go, getting the parries in. It's been a while. The reason that I'm saying that I want to do a bunch of imbued daggers, which I know it sounds weird, but here's my mentality with that. and it's something my grandfather used to tell me all the time. You gotta have the right tool for the right job, right? So, and we're gonna talk about some of this stuff too in this video, maybe later videos. When you go to in Orlando, most of the characters, oh man, I'm getting wrecked. Most of the characters are, I guess, humans, right? And they all suffer from occult damage. More. And when you go to the catacombs, all the guys suffer from divine damage, which makes sense, right? So you have the undead being hurt by divine, and humans being killed by occult. Also, you can, like, God Hunter, basically. Maybe that's another thing I'll build, is a God Hunter build. That one would definitely have to be a miracle guy. Anyway, maybe that will kind of dictate that this guy's a mage. But man, that, I don't know, the Great Barrier. Regardless of that, the dagger thing. I'm sorry I'm getting off topic. So, besides those 2 points in the game,
Well, now.
really,
Then you are
those enchantments don't do anything for you. So, it's good to have, I guess, a dagger that does fire and a dagger that does they're not cold in the game. You like that?
Thank you,
A dagger that
kindly.
does I'm just trying to think of what else there is besides fire. It's not lightning. There's a magic imbue. There's a crystal imbue. Man, my memory is struggling with this. I remember there's 2 fires, a magic, crystal. I think there's a lightning one. Right? So the mentality is that you have the right tool for the right job. So you don't want to go into the catacombs with an occult weapon. It's just that you are having your damage for no reason. And that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I guess I could use other weapons, but I can farm these daggers. It's a non-issue. Which I'm not really going to do until I reach the Covenus? Yeah. Covenus Gold Circuit. Gold Serpent Ring. Whew, language today. Language and thought patterns. Having a rough time both. So, also, keeping the dagger, we'll explore using a couple other things. I'm going to see if I can poison bosses. I want to see if I can toxic bosses. I want to see if I can snipe. Oh, it reminds me I have to go get the bow. I'm going to make a couple bows too. It'll be a lot of farming. And I don't like to cheat. I don't like to, there's a couple of things I just saw, like there's a soul, like you can dupe an item. Like you do a roll, and then in the mid-roll you switch the item that you were going to use with like an Estus flask, and it uses the item, but it's thinking that it's using the Estus flask, so you can you can pop a bunch of souls for like one character. So like if you get Sif's souls or whatever, you can like pop it over and over and over. So I'm not going to do that. So that's it for this recording, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.